The story begins by looking back at a younger Suguru Geto, who struggles with consuming cursed spirits through his cursed spirit manipulation. Each spirit he absorbs slowly deepens his internal conflict as a Jujutsu sorcerer. At the same time, Utahime and Mei investigate a strange cursed mansion where several people mysteriously vanished. Inside, they become trapped within a hallway that endlessly loops. Eventually, they realize that running in opposite directions breaks the curse's structure. Soon after, Gojo, Geto, and Shoko arrive and completely destroy the curse. Back at Jujutsu High, the group jokes around, but also discuss serious ideas. Geto believes the role of sorcerers is to protect the weak. Gojo questions that logic, wondering why sorcerers must sacrifice themselves for non-sorcerers who rarely show gratitude. Their teacher Yaga then assigns them a special mission given by Master Tengen. Every 500 years, Tengen must merge with a compatible host known as the Star Plasma Vessel in order to maintain stability and immortality. The current vessel is a 14-year-old girl named Riko Amanai. Gojo and Geto are ordered to escort her safely while two hostile groups attempt to eliminate her. One group is the curse users known as Q, and the other is the Time Vessel Association. Gojo and Geto soon locate Riko. During the encounter, Geto rescues both her and her caretaker, Kuroi, when members of Q launch an ambush. While Geto protects them, Gojo handles the attackers outside. However, another dangerous enemy soon appears. Toji Fushiguro has been hired by the Time Vessel Association with the sole objective of killing Riko Amanai. Later, Geto questions a captured Q member while calmly drinking tea. When Riko wakes up, she initially believes Gojo and Geto are enemies, but Kuroi explains that they are actually protecting her. Despite the danger, Riko insists on visiting her school one final time before fulfilling her fate, and Gojo surprisingly agrees. Meanwhile, Toji places a massive bounty on Riko's life, giving curse users 47 hours to capture her. His real goal is not the bounty itself, but to exhaust Gojo over time. At the school, Geto realizes that two protective spirits guarding the area have already been destroyed. He fights and eventually absorbs an elderly curse user. At the same time, Gojo discovers Riko inside her classroom, surrounded by classmates who admire her. As they leave the school, they are suddenly attacked by a clone-type curse user. Gojo easily defeats him using the Limitless technique. Shortly afterward, Riko receives a photograph showing that Kuroi has been kidnapped. The group travels to Okinawa, defeats the enemies waiting there, and rescues Kuroi successfully. Afterward, they briefly relax on the beach. Geto becomes concerned because Gojo has not slept in nearly 2 days. But Gojo simply laughs and brushes the concern aside. Once the bounty timer finally expires, they head back to Tokyo, believing the danger has ended. Inside Jujutsu High's barrier, Gojo relaxes and temporarily disables Infinity. That single moment allows Toji to strike. He bypasses the barrier and suddenly attacks Gojo using the inverted Spear of Heaven, fatally wounding him. Meanwhile, Geto escorts Riko and Kuroi to meet Master Tengen. Along the way, he tells Riko that she still has the freedom to choose whether she truly wants to merge. Just then, Toji suddenly appears and shoots Riko, killing her instantly. Overwhelmed with anger and grief, Geto releases numerous cursed spirits, including the powerful Rainbow Dragon. However, Toji's overwhelming speed and his anti-technique weapon allow him to defeat Geto as well. Afterward, Toji collects Riko's body to receive payment. But unexpectedly, Gojo revives himself by mastering reverse cursed technique. Fully awakened, Gojo unleashes Hollow Purple and destroys half of Toji's body. As he dies, Toji reveals that he has a son named Megumi before taking his final breath. Gojo later returns Riko's body, while members of the Time Vessel Association celebrate her death. Furious, Gojo asks Geto if they should simply kill everyone in the room. Geto refuses, disturbed by the idea, despite his own growing doubts. 1 year later, Gojo has fully mastered Limitless, together with the Six Eyes, becoming widely known as the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer alive. Because of this power, he often handles missions alone. Meanwhile, Suguru Geto continues consuming cursed spirits for strength, but the process slowly changes him. His resentment toward non-sorcerers grows deeper with every mission. During this period, he encounters Yuki Tsukumo, a special grade sorcerer who proposes radical ideas for eliminating curses entirely. She suggests 2 possible solutions: teaching every human to control cursed energy, or removing cursed energy from humanity altogether. Geto begins considering a darker path, eliminating non-sorcerers entirely. After the death of Yuhaibara during a mission, Geto's belief in the Jujutsu system finally collapses. Soon after, he discovers 2 young girls being abused and imprisoned by villagers, who believe the children are cursed. Geto kills all 112 villagers without hesitation, declaring his goal to create a world meant only for sorcerers. He rescues the girls and abandons Jujutsu High. Because of his actions, Geto is sentenced to death by the Jujutsu authorities. Later, Gojo confronts him in Shinjuku. Geto openly explains his plan for a sorcerer-only world and mocks Gojo's position within the system. Despite everything, Gojo cannot bring himself to kill his former friend, and their relationship finally breaks apart. Several years later, Gojo meets a young Megumi Fushiguro and learns he is Toji's son. The Zenin clan plans to take Megumi because of his powerful technique, but Gojo intervenes and prevents them from claiming him. Instead, Gojo promises to protect Megumi and his sister Tsumiki. The story then shifts forward to the year 2018. Gojo wakes up and sees Yuji Itadori, Megumi Fushiguro, and Nobara Kugisaki preparing to continue the fight as the next generation of sorcerers. Despite all the losses he has experienced, Gojo places his hope in them.